P game, P game. Here we go. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. We out here in the wee hours of the morning. The sun is shining brightly on my face. Well, it's on my neck right now, but it's on my face. Feel a little sunshine on my face. The Lord let me know that He loved me with His warmth. It's Pop. Look at Pop. Pops up, looking all green and pretty. And Pop this morning. Herc's out here too somewhere. Herc. Where's Herc? There you go. Been back in behind me. Herc always on the scene. Y'all know what the deal is. This morning, God gave me a message. Yes, He did. The Lord gave me a message. I'm so excited about it. The Lord gave me a message. The Lord gave me a message. He told me it's time to tap in. He says it's His turn. He said tap in. It's God's turn. Brothers and sisters, you gotta tap in. Tap into your power as Christians, as beings of light. It's time for you to tap in. You done unplugged yourself. God put you in a situation where you were the most powerful being on the planet. But you have taken your power and pretty much eliminated it, because instead you have taken your eyes off of heavenly things, off of the things of heaven, off of godly things, and you started looking at the worldly things. And this worldly things has tested and diminished your faith. Even right now, you came on to whatever social media we on, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You came on here and looking for something to occupy your mind, and you ran into me. And here I am talking about Jesus and trying to draw your mind to the Lord, back to the source of your power. You think you got some power. Oh my goodness, if you were to just tap into the power that God gave you as a baby, because babies, they got some power. You want to know some power? Babies got power. Babies, when babies speak, everybody pay attention, and somebody gonna do something, because babies got the real power. Babies got the real faith. You talk about childlike faith. God tells you to have childlike faith because babies have that power because of their faith. They have 100% faith that when they speak, somebody's gonna listen and somebody's gonna get up and do something. Babies, when they speak, somebody's gonna feed them. Babies, when they speak, somebody's gonna pick them up and console them. Babies, when they speak, somebody's gonna help heal them. Babies, when they speak, somebody's gonna wipe their ass. Babies, when they speak power because of their faith that somebody, somewhere is gonna tend to their needs. And that's the power that we were given. But we were looking at the things of the world, and we unplugged from that power. Instead of developing it, growing it, nurturing it, we unplugged from it. Because we look at things in this world that really ain't power, they just of the power. This is anime. Anime is really cartoons for adults. But children get access to this type of stuff, and they become desensitized to real power.
This type of stuff right here shows a version of power that is fictitious, but based on an exaggerated form of true power that God gives us. These characters on here are over-sexualized. The men are feminized. The women are over-sexualized, and they speak with all kinds of disrespect towards biblical principles. Plus, as you can see, the women dress all provocatively. The men dress effeminately, and this type of stuff is what we give to our children to watch, to occupy their time while we cook or we do the things that's necessary to go about our day. We ignore our children and put them in front of stuff like this. And it desensitizes their power, true power that comes from God, because they become to think that this is what real power looks like. And we tell them that this is not real. So if this is not real, then the power that they see is not real, and the power that they have, they become disconnected from it. So they don't even know what power is, and it creates confusion in their minds about what their capabilities are when they are connected to and tapped in to God's power. This stuff is very dangerous. If your children are watching this stuff, be careful to monitor everything that your children watch, because this right here will creep its way into your child's mind and have them think of all kinds of messed up ways. So be careful with this stuff, and make sure that you are teaching your children the power of God, the power of their origin, the power that is true and of the living God, not fake anime power.
See, the problem is when you unplug yourself from the power that God gave you, you made yourself defenseless pretty much against all kind of attacks and all kind of situations that you never really should have had to deal with in the first place, because those are God's problems. You took God's problems upon yourself. That's why you go to work. God put you here to be fruitful and multiply, but you didn't think God was providing enough for you, so you had to go get it for yourself. But the more that we let go and the more that we let God, God is able to provide for us like he said he would, instead of us always busy trying to get it for ourselves. God provides our needs. He's not going to provide our greeds. We provide our greeds, and that's what's taking up our time. That's what's unplugging us from the power, because we out here greedy. Greed is a sin. So if you're out here sinning, you're unplugging yourself from the power. Worry. What you worrying about? You worry about this, you worry about that. You worry about the bills, you worry about the kids. You worry about your job. You worry about them folks at church. What you worried about? All that stuff is God's problems. But because you unplugged from the power, now you looking at the situation. You don't look at the situation, you look at the power, and you look at the source of the power, but you can't look at the source of the power when you unplug from the power. Let me show you something. Oftentimes when we think of power, we think of the power that comes into our home and is distributed throughout our appliances through outlets. such as the one here that we have here. This particular outlet is the power source for this fan. This particular fan actually is used to cool off Gray. This is my friend Gray. And the fan that I showed you in the previous clip keeps him cool on hot days. As you can tell, Gray is a rabbit. He's a very spoiled rabbit. He just got finished eating all his food, so but he's content right now because his cage been clean, he's eating, his fan is on, he's chilling. But this fan is dependent upon a power that I provide to him, that he depends on. And that power comes from my home. And if I unplug him from this power, the things that he enjoys ceases to be. This fan no longer works. So eventually, without the provisions of the power, the person starts to become uncomfortable. They start to worry, and they start to look at the situation, which is really all due to the fact that they were unplugged by either their own actions or the actions of the world from God's power. Unlike you and me, Gray has done nothing to deserve his power to be taken away. But you and I can learn a lesson from Gray, that if we stay plugged into the power of God, we can enjoy the pleasures of the world that God has placed here for us. So God is challenging us today, brothers and sisters, to tap into the power of your youth. Remember how you felt as a child when you knew that Jesus was in your life. How powerful you felt when they told you could speak boldly. How powerful that you felt when they told you could move mountains. How powerful that you felt when they told you that you could heal the sick. Where is that power that they told you, that they promised you as a youth? They robbed you of it when they sat you in front of the TV. That's what happened. When they sat you in front of the TV and went to work, they robbed you of that power. And now it's time for you to tap into the power of your youth that God gave you. We use all of our time trying to exercise and keep our health up and keep our strength up so that we can go to work and do all these things. But the biggest muscle that we need to exercise that we don't is our brain. We use our brain for a bunch of bullshit like TV and reality TV and the news and social media and pornography and all kind of stuff. We listen to this stuff and it just diminishes and drains our power because we start to believe these things. And our brain is our biggest muscle, and that's the thing that needs to be exercised the most. You've heard it said in the past that we only use 10% of our brain power. Imagine if you could use 100% what you could do with your brain. So I would be myself. I'm on that mission to try to open up more sections of my brain so I can tap into the power that God put there, that He's hidden in there, because that's where my power lies. Where my mind leads, my body will follow. And what controls my mind? My spirit controls my mind, which then in turn controls my body. So I first have to strengthen my spirit. and tap into the power that the Lord gave me so that I can be able to strengthen my mind and unleash the power that he wants for me. See, he gave me power. One of those powers is willpower. He gave me some powers. He gave everybody powers, certain powers. He gave us powers to wake up this morning. So he gives us power. He gives us our daily bread, our daily rations of power. But it's up to us to take that power and increase it. He wants you to increase it. God is a God of increase. He wants you to increase everything that he gives you. So take that power. First of all, plug back into the power. Unplug from this social media. Unplug from this TV. Unplug from the things of the world. Plug back into Jesus. And I promise you that you'll start feeling the power. You'll start feeling better. I promise you that COVID won't be able to come at you, or no other type of disease will be able to come at your body, because no weapon formed to get you will prosper. So tap back into your power. Get down on your knees. Open up your heart. Let Jesus come back into your heart. Strengthen your mind, strengthen your body, strengthen your spirit, strengthen your soul. Tap back into this power. Tap in, tap in, tap in. It's time for Jesus. Just like the wrestlers on the sideline, Jesus reaching into the ring. He want to tap in. He want to tap in. It's his turn. It's his turn. Let go and let God. Y'all saints, y'all have a good day. I love you. Peace.